feet. Watch feet. Come on. Ah. I managed to keep my toes dry. Squishy. Wait, wait, wait. Look at this place. I'm pretty sure there's fairies living in here. Wood elves. Oops. I'm glad I put on my hiking shoes today and not my everyday shoes. Okay, well, don't spill your water. No. Okay. What are we doing? Careful. Don't break a leg. Sit. I said don't break a leg. Sit. Just stay. Oh no. Sit. Good girl. Sunny Lou and I got out of the house today. I was supposed to be working today, but a colleague needed to switch, so she's got my Sunday and I'm taking her Sunday next week. And it turned out to be a beautiful sunshiny day, which is great because we haven't had too many of those, to be able to get out and go for a hike in the woods for a while. And we found that new trail, which is absolutely beautiful, so that was really nice. I did just want to say a few things though. I mean, I've been sitting kind of watching way too much news and stuff about what's going on, and I do need to say some things about it because that's just me. I am an activist. If you've followed me for any length of time, you've seen me at protests. My 2-week hike that I did 4 years ago now, I guess it was to raise funds for Ontario Nature so that they could fight Doug Ford and his attempt to sell off lands on the Greenbelt, which we did stop him, thank goodness. Somehow he got re-elected though in Ontario. Like, what the fuck? Come on, people. But what is more concerning is what's going on in the United States. And if you don't know what's going on in the United States right now, then take the fucking red pill. Like, find out what's going on. Take the red pill, find out what's going on, or take the blue pill and remain oblivious. Remaining oblivious it's dangerous, man. Like, if you don't see it coming, it's just like, what are you gonna do? How do you fight back if you don't even see it coming? I saw, sorry, ATV going by, hold on. This morning on CBC, This is Saskatchewan podcast, I saw kind of the history of Elon Musk's grandfather. Now, for those who don't know, Elon Musk holds 3 passports. South Africa, where he was born, Canadian, where his mother was born, and America, where he has been naturalized as a U.S. citizen, I don't know, 20-something years ago. His grandfather was a bit of a loon, kind of like Elon. I guess it just runs in the family. But his grandfather got into Canadian politics for a while, but he initially started out as kind of for Canada, and he was originally born in the United States, so he came to Canada when he was a baby, I guess. Ow, jeez, dog. I'll link the podcast and the CBC article in the description below. Anyway, Elon Musk's maternal grandfather wrote a book about how it was how the United States was going to take over Canada and Greenland. And what is happening now? Trump is trying to annex Canada and trying to annex Greenland. So is this a coincidence? I really don't think so. I think that Elon Musk bought Trump and everybody in the current U.S. administration. He bought them all, and I think he is trying to do what his grandfather said was going to happen 100 years ago. Like, seriously, this was in, when did he write the book? I can't even remember. It was like the 1900s, somewhere. And then his grandfather kind of switched his politics and went kind of really weird and started, like, he went up against Tommy Douglas to be Premier of Saskatchewan. He went up against Prime Minister Diefenbaker. Of course, he lost all of these elections. Hardly anybody even knows the guy's name, Joshua something. But he and another American who came to Canada started a technocrat something or other party, and it was where politicians do not run the country, but smart people do, like technology people, like Elon Musk, like engineers, like scientists and stuff, although Elon seems to be anti-science, but he's all for the computer hackers and shit. Look at Doge. So is this a conspiracy theory? I don't know. Is there a conspiracy? I don't know. I'm not normally a conspiracy theorist, but after I saw this podcast this morning, I'm like, holy shit. Did he just literally take a page out of his grandfather's book and decide, like, he's going to make that happen? Because, like, why does the U.S. need Greenland? Why? They don't. Trump keeps saying that there's nothing in Canada that they need, but we would be the cherished 51st state. Does he even know what the word cherish means? He's been married 3 times and he hasn't cherished any of his wives. Like, come on. Seriously. But, like, it's all just getting really weird. And we have our own election coming up April 28th. And thankfully, I mean, so far the Liberals are moving up in the polls because Poilievre, the leader of the Canadian Conservative Party, he's just parroting Trump. Almost word for word, he is parroting Trump. All of his people are parroting Trump. It's maddening and it's frightening, because if he were to win, had Justin Trudeau not stepped down, had Mark Carney not been elected as the leader of the Liberal Party, we may have ended up with Pierre Poilievre as our next Prime Minister, and he would have just handed us right over. I have no doubt about that. He would have just handed us right over, and then we would all be in this shitstorm. Not that we're not already in it. So, to my Canadian friends and family, if you're not paying attention, you need to be paying attention, because this shit is real. To my American friends and family, if you're not paying attention, you need to be paying attention. Even more so than we do. Cindy Lou. If you're not out there protesting, then you should find a protest near you. There's protests happening in all major US cities every weekend, every day. There are protests happening in multiple cities across Canada. I've tried to find here in Newfoundland. I haven't found any yet, but I'm sure something will happen somewhere. At my core, I believe that Trump and, Musk is trying to build an empire, and I don't believe that any of this shit about annexing Canada is a joke. It is not a joke. I don't believe that any of this shit about annexing Greenland is a joke. It is not a joke. He wants Greenland, he wants Canada, he wants the Panama Canal. Why? I don't know. Maybe it goes back to Elon Musk's grandfather's book. I don't know. That's all I can think of now after seeing that podcast. Again, I will link that in the description below so you can watch it or read the article and make up your own mind. But it's just way too coincidental. And the crazy runs deep in that family, man. I used to think Elon Musk's mother was hot, but no, not now. They're all crazy. Like his grandfather moved to South Africa after he was kind of made persona non grata here in Canada because of his political leanings. He moved to South Africa because he liked the apartheid politics. He wanted apartheid, and that's Elon wants apartheid. His mother wanted apartheid. They agreed with all of that shit that was going on in South Africa, and it's wrong. It's just plain wrong. So anyway, it's getting windy, it's getting chilly, and I'm sitting in the shade, so I think I'm gonna start walking again and go home and maybe have a cup of hot chocolate. So make up your minds, folks. Red pill or blue pill. It is your choice. Make it an educated one. Thanks. Catch you later. Across the bay, it's snowing and getting really dark. Come on. I think we got out of the woods just in time.